Just finished watching Supernatural Season 3, Episode 4, Sin City. This is the one where Dean gets stuck underground with a demon. Now, this did not get a fantastic rating for me, only a 6 out of 10, because it felt like the plots were fairly disjoint, and I struggled to pay attention to a lot of the scenes. However, I love Ruthless Sam. My favorite line from this one was Sam saying, "You do realize there's red meat within striking distance, right?" I recognized Hammond from SG-1, if anyone knows Stargate. This episode reminded me of the Silent Monastery in Evil, fantastic show. And I predict that Ruby is grooming Sam to become evil, so he'll take over leadership in Hell, and she'll be the power behind the throne type of person. And I do feel like I got a close prediction in that there's a demonic power struggle in Hell. And finally, we got the name of this guy, Azazel, which I already knew because someone said in the comments, but now we officially know. Just finished watching Season 3, Episode 5 of Supernatural, Bedtime Stories. This is the one where fairy tales come to life because of the girl in the coma. I give this one a 7 out of 10, and my favorite line from Dean was, "Who knows, maybe you'll find your fairy godmother." I thought it was really funny that barely 3 minutes into the show, at the first snort, I cried out, "It's the Three Little Pigs!" because of the title of the episode. This one reminded me, specifically the drawing and the little girl reminded me of the Buffy episode Hush, which is an absolutely incredible episode. This also reminded me of the earlier seasons of Grimm, which is a great show. And I have a prediction that we will see fairies in Supernatural, and they will be like the fairies in True Blood, where they have their own little realm, and their blood is coveted by other supernatural creatures. And I also predict, or it feels like the story is leading us to think, that Sam is going to become increasingly ruthless and cruel, and eventually will become some kind of demon in order to save Dean. And finally, my book recommendation is the Baleful Godmother series, which is more about vibes than it is about anything else here. Just finished watching Supernatural Season 3, Episode 6, Red Sky at Morning. This is the one with the ghost ship and drownings every 37 years. This one got a 6 out of 10 for me, and my favorite line from Dean, although Dean had many great lines in this episode, was, "Don't objectify me!" So I feel like I'm very conflicted about this episode, but one of the things that really bothered me is that I felt like there were many scenes that were clearly meant to be funny or tense, but I just found them really, really long and uncomfortable. And I was hoping that this episode would be more like the Blacklist auction episode, which I adore that episode. That's like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 episode for me, but this one was not at all. I was never kicking my feet or squealing. I did think it was funny that I feel like Dean is almost turning into his father with his mannerisms. And I liked Bella at certain points, but at other points I was chanting, "Evil Sam! Evil Sam!" hoping that he would just like pull out his gun and shoot her because she was being so annoying. I also felt like the message of "you can't save everyone" was kind of weakened by the fact that the way they edited the shots made it seem like that the guy who drowned in the car, he drowned, and like I feel like they should have done CPR. Like there's no way he died that quickly, but I mean, it's magic, so who knows. And then I noticed something right at the end. At this time indication, Sam was reading Latin from a book, and the first 2 words he said were Azrael Castiel, and I was like, that's suspicious. So we'll see if that means anything later.